A common question that I get asked is, if I apply through you, can you guarantee me success? Will I definitely get my visa if I pay you my fee and if we sign this retainer agreement? The answer, unfortunately, is no, because it's illegal in Canadian law to give such guarantees. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing as licensed, as trained professionals, is to make sure we put up the best case. We give you the best possible advice. We make sure we don't miss anything. But the decision at the end of the day lies with the visa officer who is looking at your application. Now, in immigration cases, as long as you're not ineligible, for example, you don't have a criminal background, or you are not ineligible based on your funds, or you've never misrepresented before, in most of the cases, if you meet the points threshold, if your experience letter is in the right format, so if you've covered all of those things, you should be able to get through without any problems. Whereas in temporary visas, for example, visit visas, it's quite subjective. The visa officer might find something or might not be convinced and just refuse the visa application. For example, he might think that you will not go back to your home country, or you don't have a good enough travel history. We can do our best to try to address his concerns to make sure we put up a strong case. But again, it's his decision. No one can guarantee it. If someone says that they can guarantee success, they're probably lying and they're probably a fraud, because and they're doing something which is illegal, because it's not legal in Canadian law to say this. What we can do, on the other hand, is to make sure you have the highest possible chances of success by making sure nothing is missed, all the documents are complete, you get the best possible advice to increase your scores, and this should give us a fairly good idea. Also, for immigration, sometimes a candidate doesn't have enough scores to qualify directly for the federal program. In such cases, we can rely sometimes on other things, such as provincial nomination. Provinces have invited people with scores as low as 300. So there's always a possibility over there, depending upon your occupation, your experiences, your ties to Canada, a lot of other things. So that's why sometimes even with very good scores, it's hard to say if you will definitely go through, and sometimes even with low scores, you have a good chance of getting permanent residence. I hope this clarifies the confusion. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask below. Thank you very much.